defense. You guys came out, scored the first 5 points in the second half, got within 3, and then they seemed to take off after that. Was it anything? I mean, you talked about them earlier, how dangerous they were.
Well, they're very dangerous, and I think it's one of those games where you have to make sure that you make them work very hard for their points. If you let them get in transition, you let them get a few second chance points, you let them get some points off of some turnovers, you let them get comfortable shooting the basketball from the arc. Obviously, they're a very explosive basketball team. Give them credit. I thought they stepped up and took advantage of those opportunities. But at the same time, I certainly wish we had done a few better things, certainly on the defensive end, to make them work harder for the baskets that they got.
More questions?
They scored about well over your defensive average tonight.
But, we don't really look at necessarily the defensive average as much as we look at a defensive field goal percentage. I mean, different games, different teams play different styles.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get hung up as far as, the amount of points actually scored as opposed to, defensive field goal percentages and just our efficiency on the defensive end. But certainly, giving up over 40 points in both halves tonight was disappointing. I mean, we wanted to, we knew that that's something that, they're very explosive, and, you get the game that high up in the scores. They got a lot of guys that can certainly put points on the board, and I thought they did a good job controlling the tempo all night long.
I thought you did a good job in Holland in the first half. You only had 6.
Yeah, but other guys were scoring, and that's what makes them dangerous. Certainly, you look in their box score, they got 5 different guys in double figures. That's what makes them dangerous. They have incredible balance. They basically have 5 guys you got to guard on the floor all the time. They played tremendous all night long, and certainly that's the potential that they have to be able to play at that level.
End of the first half, Ted, it was tied 30-30, and then they went on a 10-2 run to close it out, and that certainly loomed big.
Oh, I thought that was huge. I thought we came into that last time out, and we wanted to finish out the half with great energy. I think they had a couple of transition baskets in that sequence, and maybe an and one as well.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly the last tip in at the end of the half there, was a rebound that we would love to have back. But that certainly gave them the cushion going into halftime, and obviously the second half at that point became an uphill battle.
Troy, first came out, Dom Morris wasn't playing for BU in that one. How did he change the game a little bit for BU? That first game you held BU to 10 points or less in the paint. Today he had 12 and was really attacking you guys in the paint.
Well, he gave us a different look. We didn't, like you said, we didn't see him at our place, and we didn't know really what he could do. Because we knew on our scouting report what he could do. He's a great shooter. He gets guys open, and he rebounds the ball. But our focus wasn't really on him. Our focus was our team defense, like Coach said, and short word said. We